Hey guys, Angry Joe and Other Joe here. We are back. I know that the trailer for Star Wars, The Fallen Jedi, the video game from EA, came out on Saturday, but I wanted to watch it with Other Joe. So we waited till today. And a funny backstory before the release, I think the EA Star Wars account tweeted something, and I was being cheeky, and their tagline was something like, "Don't stand out." And I was like, wrong tagline. Instead, it should read, "Don't fuck it up." And
It's EA, so
surprisingly, EA Star Wars replied, they said, "We don't swear on this channel, Joe." And then they went even further and they said, "For what it's worth, though, we won't. We'll be answering a lot of questions, including some rightfully hard-hitting ones this Saturday. Hopefully, we'll answer some that you have in the process." Now, I wasn't there, and I don't know if they actually did answer hard-hitting questions, but good on them for at least replying to that. So I did the old, or no, I did the smiling guy. I was like, And then they did the old, Jedi, Luke Jedi salute. So, did it actually turn out good? I've been avoiding the trailer till now, so we shall find out right now. 3, 2, 1, go. Now, this I did hear about, but I'm incredibly disappointed. it's
Now, there are
it's a movie job. There's no
survive.
gameplay.
I
from what
figured as
understand.
much.
Yeah.
Don't stand.
But I hear this is all done in engine. I've heard that before from EA. But that was probably more BioWare's
don't
fault
trust
from
you.
Anthem. Okay, so I guess that's our main character there.
No one.
Who, if you notice, he kind of looks familiar to me, Joe. I think that is... I'll talk about it in a bit. Oh, they're putting together. They're pulling apart.
No.
His friend! He's gonna use the Force to save him. Ah!
Then
And there's the Imperator. There's the drone right behind
Busted.
him. Busted. Oh. Inquisitor! We got Inquisitors in the video game.
don't stand out.
Wall running.
Wall running.
It is Respawn.
Past.
Cute little sidekick robot. Was it the Emperor? New trooper. I read that this was a purge trooper, I think. Trying to purge the Jedi. They look funky. Whoa. Using the Force.
Trust
No.
only
Ah.
in the Force.
Cool lightsaber design. Jedi, the Fallen Order. Become a Jedi, November 15th. Huh. Okay. No microtransactions.
No loot boxes.
No loot boxes. And no, we won't be adding them. A single-player Star Wars story for those of you who are ready to become a Jedi. Well, I am ready to become a Jedi, but are you going to allow me to become a Jedi? No.
No.
No. You're allowing me to become Cal,
Oh,
who I
okay.
read is this
Okay.
guy.
Yeah, I see.
But you know what I mean? It's hard to please Joe. I know, but I wanted a Star Wars game
But you
where
fully
you can
customizable.
customize yourself. Nothing invests me into a game more than being able to customize myself, being able to become my own Jedi and customize my lightsaber. Now,
Yeah.
you know, I watched some Star Wars Theories videos, Star Wars Theory video guy gave him that feedback. That would have been my feedback too, is I want to make my own guy and I want to make my own lightsaber. Now, clearly we're not making our own guy. We're following a storyline. They're probably doing that for story purposes,
Yes.
single-player story purposes. It is a little harder to do, a customized character, but honestly, I don't think so because you can make everybody's first name the same or everybody's last name the same, let you customize your first name, and they can just refer to you by your last name, and it's just a character model, so you could give various character models and show them in the cutscenes. They've been able to do that in the past, so I'm a little upset over that. But I'll give them a pass on it. Maybe no, I won't give them a pass. It makes me less excited for the game, honestly. The story just has to be ultra good. Okay, if it's a single player, no multiplayer, we're gonna have to have a really, really good story. Do you think Respawn can pull that off?
I think so.
Yep. Well, we have here, let's see here. So also, this is the actor from Shameless,
Yes.
and he's in Gotham.
Yes. His name is on the thing. It's like Cameron. His name is Cameron something.
Something.
Can't
But it
remember.
doesn't matter because the point I'm trying to make is this is the second time that somebody gets to play not only a Jedi, but the Joker.
Oh.
Mark Hamill got
Yes.
to play a Jedi and a Joker, and now this guy gets to play a Jedi and a Joker. I wonder if they selected him on that criteria because his casting seems a little out of left field. But okay, interesting, good. Joe, I haven't really seen Gotham. I haven't seen his Joker
Me
performance.
neither,
I
but I
haven't
have
seen
seen
Shameless.
Shameless. You
Is
need
he a
to-
good actor?
Yes.
Okay.
I liked him.
Good. Then that lends itself well to some good storytelling. Hopefully, you can pull it off. But just judging from the trailer, it looks like oh, that's cool. It's what is this? A Venerator class or one of the Republic era ones? It looks like they're tearing it down for parts, which is interesting. Gives you a little bit of salvage yard feel. Gives you that's what they did with the older cruisers. When you move on
They
to
need
some
some
new
parts.
cruisers, they need parts for the new destroyers and stuff. But you can clearly tell, he's trying to he's trying to lay low. It looks like he had already been trained previously when he was a young boy, and now he's just trying to keep his powers low. Where is his Jedi trainer? When he was a young Padawan. Where's his
In
master?
hiding. Or maybe
Exactly.
dead.
Are we going to get to see that person? Are we going to, see them die probably for emotional impact and stuff? I can already kind of tell some of these beats, but we already know. They already reveal essentially how he reveals himself, because you could see in the background
his
right
friend.
there, you've got the drone that's spying on him and taking a look.
Asshole drone.
It's always a fun.
It's always a drone.
And then the system. So hopefully we'll have this little dude and this little dude will be following us around throughout the adventure. Maybe some comic relief, maybe a little cuteness injected in there is what I was thinking. And he seems pretty determined to, or he's learning about Order 66.
Close enough.
Whataburger, I'll have an Order 66. I saw some cosplay of a guy with Whataburger as the Emperor. Anyways, I don't know. I love the trailer. Okay, just
it's a fun
because.
teaser. It's
Just because Star Wars EA account tweets at me, it's not going to influence me. I honestly felt it was a little underwhelming. I think that was because I was expecting maybe some gameplay or was expecting a bigger reveal or maybe, the Star Wars game that I'm really excited to play, right? I get that, everybody has been saying single-player Star Wars is what we want. And now they're giving it to us, and so you should give EA credit for that, and you should give them credit for no loot boxes.
I'll give you
no
credit once the game is out and I try it out.
And you like it?
Yeah, I'll give you credit then.
I will give. No, I'm gonna give a little credit for no microtransactions, but boasting about it like it's the greatest thing since sliced bread's a little
Yeah, it's like,
insulting when it's coming
we
from
fixed our
that.
mistakes. Be happy with us.
Yeah,
Like, no.
you should come right out and say that we fixed our mistakes. Refer to it
Yeah.
as a mistake, because then we
It
can
was
get
a
you in the future.
big mistake.
So no microtransactions. We won't see alternate costumes. Hopefully, if he does have alternate costumes, we can unlock them in the game without spending. And again, no loot boxes, and they're not going to be
It
adding.
might be the deluxe edition.
Now, I didn't say anything about DLC here, so keep an eye on that. We might see an expansion or a DLC story. Doesn't say anything about season passes, right? Or would you count that as technically a microtransaction? Microtransactions are different than DLCs
Yeah.
because they're micro. So yeah, so they want a little bit of credit for that. I don't know. I'll give you credit, but you shouldn't have done that in the first place, honestly. Okay, so I want to see gameplay. I really do, and then I can sort of make my determination from there. But we do see this, which everybody was saying. I initially was thinking the fifth sister, or from Star Wars. Which one
Seven.
was it? Rebels.
There's a clone.
Was that
The seventh sister.
seventh sister?
Yes,
Yeah, well, I
Clone
think she
War.
died, so I don't know who this is. Is this second
Second.
sister? This is one from the comics or something, or second sister? I don't know. I don't know who it is, but I do hope. Clearly, she seems to be a Force user, and it does kind of give me a female look here, even though it's trying to fake you out for people that aren't familiar with it. I do think it's a sister, and I hope it's a sister because then that kind of brings a little bit more intrigue into it. A lot of these Inquisitors were also Force users that change sides because they don't want to die or
up
something.
to the same level or something to challenge you.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, the visuals look great if this actually is, all in game and the gameplay ends up looking this good. We did see how good Star Wars 13 was looking before it was released, but I gotta be honest. I'm
not.
real fucking pissed off with EA still, and the whole give us credit for this. When at the same time, just 2 years ago, you're over there canceling fucking Ragtag, which was a single player Star Wars adventure with this sort of
They're
smuggler
coming back. It's
CD
like,
stuff.
oh, baby, I've changed. I've changed. Take
That's
me
what
back.
you're EA
Take
right
me
now,
back.
and I'm like,
I've changed,
I don't
man.
know, baby, I can't, right? and
I got
and
no
it's got
more
that
loot
feel.
boxes. I'm telling you.
And they've canceled the second one, and then also, and then it may not be EA's fault, but 1313 was canceled when LucasArts went over, and maybe it was a little bit, but and now we get this, and it's like, well, god damn it, you're giving us something that's like a third iteration, but all that stuff doesn't matter. If it's a good story, if it's entertaining, if it's satisfying,
Longer than 4 hours.
longer than 4 hours, please. Thank you for reminding me, Joe. If it's single player, it's got to be. How many hours do you want? I know people are like, well, don't put it in a specific label on it. Well, you know what? Yes, do. Because even if the story is super satisfying and it's 3 hours, I'm going to be like, no. Because they're going to charge $60, period. I am worried, though, that they'll be like, you know what, this is. What does EA want this? What success does EA put on this? Because sometimes they put undue expectations on certain games. Like, it needs to sell this much. And then they'll be like, see, we told you it's a failure.
It has its faults.
Because y'all didn't buy it. And
No.
you told us you wanted single-player games, and it didn't do well. Because it didn't make for all the money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They don't take into consideration the small pictures. Like, look, there's other things that didn't work out.
Right.
But
And we can have stories like this, and not every single game has to make all the money. You can make these side ones here and there that tell good stories and that then lead into other things.
yeah.
So anyway, we've got a lightsaber here which looks broken. So this probably was, I'm gonna say, oh god, what do you call those? Sentinels? Maybe this person's Jedi master or teacher was a sentinel because it kind of looks like it would be a double bladed, but it got
we could
smashed.
customize our own.
Yeah, so then that is another thing. I wanted to create my own guy and customize my own lightsaber. And what do we got here?
Hopefully,
I'm
we
not
can.
my own guy, and I don't customize my own lightsaber. I'm not gonna stay quiet and just say, take what they give you, Joe. No, I'm gonna tell you like it is.
I want my duel.
I want my shit. You're gonna get dual as a light side user, Joe?
Yes.
And then that's another thing. It's like people are like, well, that's fine. It looks like it's gonna take him some time to get the lightsaber. He's gonna be using the blaster a little bit beforehand. And some guy I read was like, oh yeah, I can't wait to force choke people and then shoot him with the blaster. I'm like, Force choke is a dark side power. They don't teach that at the Jedi Academy last time I checked. So,
Look,
I mean, it may not be the
It's
game
all
that
out
you're
right
thinking.
now. All right, all the Jedi's are trying to hide. So
Right? So now
It's
they're
like-
learning dark side powers
Yep.
just to survive.
hey, do whatever it takes.
How is it exactly? So
Whatever
how
it
is
takes.
how are the force abilities going to factor in here? Are we going to be able to select dark side powers and things like that? So, yeah. So a little underwhelmed. I am open. I am willing to listen because single player, no microtransactions. When you say no multiplayer, that doesn't motivate me. It's not like, yeah, no multiplayer. It's more like, nah, kind of like, the Jedi Academy, we're all flipping and we're doing, lightsaber battles. I wouldn't have mind something like that if you put some time and effort into that mode.
Battle Royale.
But what they're trying to say is we put a lot of time and effort into the single player and made a satisfying story. Well, we'll see. How long is it?
We'll be
And
the judge of that.
Joe will be the judge of that.
Yeah.
We'll see how many hours it is. I'm hoping for a 12-hour adventure. If there's no
I was
multiplayer,
gonna say
12-hour,
20. Give me 20.
20. Yeah, hey, let's do 20. Let's go with Joe. Joe's gonna win one. All right. It's just that so my impressions open. Not really wowed because you didn't let me customize my guy. You're not letting me customize my lightsaber, and honestly,
Not sure yet.
it's hard to get
maybe we
invested in some. Well, that might be the case. It might change. But what do you think about this? It's hard to get invested in a character that you know is gonna die. I never heard of this dude. You know, Cal's dead.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's
Knows.
gonna die by the end, or are they just gonna keep him going and like Starkiller? And well, Starkiller's not canon. Is this guy gonna be canon? There's some questions out there that we need answered.
Yeah.
And we'll probably get some more of those answers as we go along, as we lead up to Star Wars Jedi The Fallen Order. EA went to Respawn and said, hey, we want a Star Wars game. And they're like, well, we're not really good at, like this multiplayer games and live services and stuff. And we got this other idea, Apex, if you want it. And they're like, yeah, okay. But we want a single-player story. And they're like,
okay.
wait a minute. You want a single player story? Just 2 years ago, you canceled Ragtag. Are you sure you're not going to cancel on us? Like, no. Go ahead. We changed, baby.
Yeah.
Baby, we changed. We'll see. All right. That's our opinion so far on it. Kind of mixed. So,
Yeah.
thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next Angry Joe Show.
Fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up.